Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name is George, and as you may have seen from the thumbnail, it's time for another 11 of the 11th Aliexpress yearly sale, where I show you /point/suggest some watches that I actually think are really good deals or are worth checking out in this year's sale. One thing to note is the fact that this year's sale will only last for 2 days, and over the last year prices have started creeping up on AliExpress, and what seemed to be good deals previously are not so good anymore. So that's why on this list you'll see some familiar watches and also some very new watches. Before going ahead, one thing I want to mention is the fact that all the watches that I will be showing in this video today will be based on either my experience with the brand or hands-on experience. But you don't have to listen to me. Feel free to do your own research. We just show you guys, we just present you guys some watches that we think are really good deals on this year's sale. I'll put links down below to all my videos containing the watches that I've had hands-on experience with, and also affiliate links to all the watches that I will be mentioning in the video today. Again, you know how affiliate links work. You don't have to pay anything extra. AliExpress just pays us a small commission for pointing you guys into the right direction, and also I really appreciate it if you use them. It really helps out the channel. Now, enough waffle, let's jump into the video and have a look at some watches. So let's get started, guys. The first watch that we have on the list is the Saint Martin, and this is the version SN021-G, and this is the 36mm version. So this one is reduced for the PT5000. It comes with two movement options, so it's reduced from €325 to 306 and also from €467 to 440, and that is for the Celita movement. Now it all depends here if this is up your alley. I have a review of this coming on the channel very soon, and I also have a discount code that'll give you another $20 off the original purchase price. Again, this is entirely up to you. You get Saint Martin's amazing finishing, amazing build quality, and I personally clicked with this watch because I have a small wrist and 36mm suits me, which, by the way, it's not actually 36, it's 37mm. It's only 36 on the bezel. You can get this with a few logo options on the dial, either printed or in you can get the printed kind of like old style font here. I have the one with the applied hexagon logo just because I wanted something a bit more modern, and it also suits the one on the crown and on the clasp. It's a beautiful little watch. Totally recommend it. Link down below to when the video comes live. It's going to be live tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, but again, definitely recommend this. The second one that we have on the list, guys, is the 39mm version of the Explorer climbing series, as they like to call it, which, like I was mentioning, for obvious reasons. Now I also have this as well, and this is slightly different. This has a box dome sapphire crystal, and this one is only with one movement option, which, by the way, is reduced from €280 to 264, and it is it's a reasonable enough discount. And this one comes with only with the Seiko NH35. So this one doesn't have a date version, so you will get that ghost position. You get the same clasp, you get the same bracelet as you get on the 36mm version. They went with the same one. Again, excellent build quality. It's a good watch. It's a beautiful watch. I personally like the style, and that's why this would have been one of the other ones that I clicked with. When I first got the 36mm version, I was deciding on whether I should keep both or whether I should sell one of them. But I find they're slightly different, even though they look very similar. Considering the size, they do very different things. I find that the 39mm version has a different kind of approach to it, and it's a bit more the bracelet suits it more because it's the clasp is a bit chunky for the 36mm version, but that's just me. Again, you can get this with a no logo, or like a sterile dial, or with a printed, and also at the 6 o'clock 100-meter automatic. It's a beautiful watch. Again, definitely recommend this. I'll put links down below to the unboxing for this one. As a review, there will be a review coming for this one soon. Third watch that we have on the list, guys, is a Pagani design, and this is an homage to the Omega Speedmaster. This one is reduced from 119 to 89 euros in my case, and this is a heavy discount because it's probably around, and you see there's a few more coupons here that'll drop down the price to 87. This is a heavy discount because that's probably around $40, which is pretty good. I don't have this, and the reason why I have it on the list is because I am looking forward to getting this, and there are a couple of reviews online. I think you can get a ceramic bezel insert, you get a Seiko VK63 Mecha Quartz, and in terms of dimensions, you have a 42mm case, a 14mm thick bracelet of 20, and as you can see here, also sapphire crystal. And again, this is just, I've never seen a one at this price range. There's another one that Corjo do, which is around $60 or $70 or so, but I'm expecting Pagani Design to kind of deliver at this price point, and will make this a good deal for the price range. Again, this is something that I'm looking forward to get. I don't have this, but I do recommend it in a sense that you should totally check it out, and it's an interesting newer release, I want to say. Fourth watch that we have on the list, guys, is a Cadison, and this one's reduced from 99 to 93. I think if you have this in your basket just before that, the price will go down a little bit to around $84, as it says here. Now, I've released a review for this. I'll put a link down below. I was pleasantly surprised with this because it was a really good value for money watch under $100. And the reason why I have this on the list, because it was a very good, I found this to be a very good daily beater. The bracelet was really well made for the money. Sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance. The only downside, I would say, if you want to call this a downside, is the fact that you're getting a Miyota A215 movement. It's not bad. It's still a decent movement. It's a bit old and outdated, I want to say. But the thing of this is that it hand winds, but it doesn't hack. Not the end of the world, and I'm not expecting much for a watch that costs that much money. One of the things that I particularly loved about this thing was the clasp on the bracelet. It was really well machined. The bracelet wasn't the best, still a few rough edges here and there, but still for the price, I wouldn't have expected more. And besides, you also get, like I said, sapphire crystal and really decent lume as well. So definitely do check this out, guys. Again, link down below if you want to see the full video on this. Next one that we have on the list, guys, is the Escapement Time Pilot Chronograph, and I have a funny feeling that everybody will recommend this. Now, this is not particularly reduced a lot, but this is still, the prices have increased since last year, and this is still a good deal comparing it, because Escapement Time kind of have a reputation for doing really good watches for the money, and I still think that they are the only they're the only shop. The Escapement Time official store is the only store on AliExpress that is selling these watches. I could be wrong, I'm not 100% sure, but now I have this watch. I haven't released a review for it, and I was pleasantly surprised because I think all the YouTubers that I know that review watches on AliExpress have bought this, and I have kept it. So this has 100 meters of water resistance. It has a Miyota movement, a Quartz 6S21 movement, and this is perfect. It's the perfect size, and the strap that it comes on is probably one of the best straps that you can get on a budget watch for under $100. Also, you get blue hands, and you get this, I want to say, C3 style lume, because it's not C3. It doesn't last very long, but when it shines pretty bright. So overall, I would definitely recommend this. Again, I have this, and I think that this will probably sell out soon because they were out of stock at one point. And there was also another dress watch that I wanted to recommend. I'll put a link down below, from Escapement Time, which was also a quartz movement. I think it was a King Seiko homage, and those sold out pretty quick. So I wouldn't be surprised if these sell out on the sale either. Definitely check them out, guys. Next one that we have on the list, guys, is the Seastern Doxa Sub 300T homage. Again, a link down below to the full video for the review for this. It came out not too long ago. I also have an unboxing for this and the 62 MOS, which we'll be talking about in a few minutes. Now, this one is a bit of an interesting one because Seastern are a sister brand, I want to say, or some kind of collaboration brand with Suges, and they released 4 models, I believe, at the moment. The Monster, the Doxa Sub Homage, the 62 MOS, and also they have a Rolex Submariner Homage. And the quality at the price point is unbelievable. So the prices haven't gone up with this one. I think they were the same when they first released this model, and they haven't creeped up at all, and they haven't gone down either. But still, you won't get them on sale. But I definitely recommend this because I believe they kind of caught AliExpress and YouTube by storm in that sense. And they should be. Jody reviewed this, and he said that he bought the wrong Doxa homage. There's also a Bomb Frog homage, I think it's called. But definitely recommend this. You get a few dial options. Comes with a Seiko NH35, and it also has a loomed date wheel, which is unbelievable at the price. You don't see this in any other watches. Probably the cost even a bit more. I have, as you can see here, this is the one with the you can see the loom date version as well. I have the one with the mother of pearl dial just because I have this one just because I like the fact that it's a bit unique, and there's no, for the original Doxa Sub 300, there is no mother of pearl dial, and the beads of rice bracelet on this is unbelievable. Again, for the price, unbelievable. So definitely recommend it. And the thing is that all the quality standards throughout on all Seastern watches is the same, so they haven't dropped in any way. So definitely recommend this, definitely suggest it. Again, if you want to see the full video on this, I have a full video which I'll link down below. The next watch that we have on the list, guys, and it's the second Seastern that we have on the list, is the Seastern 62 MOS Homage. And this one does actually have a price discount from 198 to 190. Again, I have a review for this. I'll link it down below. I'll mention that in every video, by the way, on the ones that I do or don't have reviews for. And the reason why I was looking forward to this was another watch from AliExpress that I wanted to like so much. It was because this is the 38mm version of it, and also features the Seiko NH35. Also features a loomed date wheel. And you also get a ceramic bezel insert. The bezel action is unbelievable. The loom overall is really, really good. And the rubber strap that this comes on, I don't know what they call it. It's not coming to me right now. Also 200 meters of water resistance. Is one of the most comfortable rubber straps that I've ever seen, by the way. Which is probably, it's still, that means that I haven't seen that many, but still. Also has quick release spring bars in case you want to swap it for something else. But this is again the perfect example of Seastern's standards and the way that they're trying to kind of take probably the premium side of AliExpress on. And this, I would say, the only rival to this would probably be Saint Martin, which are slightly step above, but the price range also kind of reflects that on Saint Martin. Oh yes, the rubber is called fluorine rubber. I wasn't aware of that, but still, definitely recommend this, guys. I particularly liked it, like I said, because of the 38mm version, and the other ones that you find, also Saint Martin, there's a version, and there's other brands that do it. They do a 40mm version of it. The only thing that I've wanted more from this watch was the fact that it didn't have a metal bracelet, but I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that they will do a metal bracelet for this, because if that's the case, this was probably one of the best watches on AliExpress for the money. Now, guys, the next one that we have on the list is a watch from the Anayata watch store, and this is I'm probably butchering the name. It's called the Sigflamma. Let's talk about the discount first. So only €5 off, which is probably around $7 or $8. Now, the thing about this is that it has a Hangzhou GMT 6460 GMT movement. Now, I don't have this, but I am looking forward to getting this. This will be in my basket. So the reason why I'm looking forward to this is because it kind of looks like a micro brand to me. Like, it genuinely looks like a micro brand, and it doesn't have the tacky kind of vibes that you would expect from some watches on AliExpress, some new releases on AliExpress. But again, it's 200 euros, and I think the Hansai movement is a clone of the ETA. I'm not entirely sure, but again, this would be something that I've been looking forward to get. So it has a 42mm case. There are a couple of reviews, by the way. 42mm case, thickness of 12.4. So considering the water resistance and the fact that it's a diver, it's not very thick. I've seen smaller watches that have a bigger thickness than this, and a lug-to-lug of 47, so relatively compact. Again, you get it with two dial variants, a black and a white. I personally prefer the black because the red accents kind of suit it a bit more. And again, this is something that I'm looking forward to get on the channel and recommending based on specs and on the fact that it's a relatively new release. So definitely do check it out if you're interested, guys. So the next one that we have on the list, guys, and I believe this is the second to last, is a watch from Steel Dive. Now, the reason why I have this on the list, actually there is no discount, as you can see here. It's coming from the Steel Dive Engineer store. The reason why this is on the list because this is a curious one, because from what I can find, this is the only watch that has an internal rotating bezel and a bronze case. Now, bronze watches haven't specifically been my thing recently, and I haven't reviewed that many. I think I reviewed only a couple, but this is something super interesting because I've been doing some research and I couldn't find any other ones with an internal bezel. It's not a big deal, but it's just something new. That means that brands are trying something new. Also, again, I don't think this is an homage of anything else, and it's funny to see that Steel Dive is actually going for the higher end when it comes to pricing. And again, in terms of you're getting the Seiko NH35 lug width of 22, case of 42mm. Obviously, it needs to be a bit bigger to kind of for that internal bezel to make sense, and also flat sapphire crystal. So again, this is something super interesting. Comes on a NATO NATO strap, and also on leather. I personally prefer the leather. It's only one dial variant, but this one made it on the list because I felt that it was a bit quirky. Again, this is not something this is something that I haven't had, but I will be getting this soon on the channel for a review. So as you can see here, it's kind of like starting to patina a little bit, which is pretty nice. And again, I haven't had that much experience with Steel Dive, but I'm looking forward to getting this one. The loom is pretty decent as well, as you can see from the picture here. But again, up until you see it, you wouldn't be 100% sure. But I love the design, and this is something just interesting because for me, like I said, because of that internal rotating bezel. And the last one that we have on the list, guys, this is the Guanshin GJ16034, and this is one of the OGs, I want to say, when it comes to watches on AliExpress. And this was probably one of the first watches that I reviewed on the channel as well. Not entirely sure, it's been some time ago. I'll have a look and I'll link it down below if I can find it. And this is probably one of the ones that started a lot of YouTube channels because it was such a good deal at the time when it came out. And even now, the prices since it came out, this has been on for probably 4 or 5 years now, and they're still making it. And the price is 85 euros, which is probably 90 something dollars or so, which I actually think is still a good deal because originally when it came out, it was around 75 to 80 dollars. So still, you can get this with a black dial with gold indices. You can get this again silver with gold. You can get it all silver, but this is an unbelievable watch. I think Jody reviewed from Just One More Watch reviewed one of these, and he modified one, and this is just a brilliant watch. The price, from my experience, the strap wasn't the best, but you can change that. But this was just really good. I remember taking this to work and not taking it off for a good few days. Just a beautiful watch, and the reason why I actually wanted to include this on the list is because it started the whole AliExpress craziness for a lot of people. So 40mm diameter case. 11 millimeters thick, 20 millimeter lug width. You can see these yourself, and a weight of 115, so pretty light. And also Guanchin still going strong, but fair play to them. I'm really happy to see that they're still in business. So that was it, guys. That was probably my last, that was definitely my last watch that I had on my on the list. Do be sure to check my videos with the ones that I have hands-on experience. By the way, this I still have. I'll put a link down below, like I was mentioning, to the video. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, have a look for yourself. You don't have to listen to us. These are just watches that we recommend, and feel free to do your own research. There's affiliate links down below. Feel free to use them. If we do, we really appreciate it. It helps the channel. And happy shopping and happy spending money. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.